Witam serdecznie po krótkiej przerwie. Trochę było takiej, miałem zadań, więc krótka ta przerwa była, ale była. Coś tu w domu trzeba było zrobić. No i kończymy to zadanie. Podmieniamy prawdziwe ostrakony na fałszywe. To może w dwóch miejscach, to są jedno i drugie, to dwa nam wyskakują. Zobaczymy, czy albo to błąd gry. Zastanawiamy się, tam są dwa właściwie, to faktycznie musi być w dwóch miejscach. To chyba wynika z tego, żeby to zrobić po cichu, ale ja nie wiem, czy to się po cichu uda. Zaczniemy jednak z tego, że nie będziemy tego porządnym cichu robili, tylko zrobimy to tradycyjnie, czyli to po pierwsze. Po drugie, musimy zasilić swój cholera, kawałek tu jest taki, że trzeba przejść. Właśnie tamtego odpuściłem, bo nie wiem, czy ten...
That doesn't look right.
Tego chciałem wymienić, żeby tu się nie widzieli, a się okazało, że oni się pozamieniali teraz tutaj. To może i dobrze, bo będzie mi lepiej.
What's happening over there?
O, nie. Lepiej, żebyś ty mnie jednak nie widział. Co ja mogę, jak oni tak się sami ustawiają? Do tego, żeby ich eliminować, tylko trzeba w odpowiednie punkty przyjść. Przed wejściem dwóch tu koło siebie to trochę tak... Ale chodzi o to, że mniej oczu już na mnie patrzy i na to, co robię. To mój piesek, Saguś, szczekach, jakiś biedny jest troszeczkę, bo chorawy. Jest uczulona. piesek jest uczulony na pszczółki, a lubi te pszczółki niestety sobie ganiać. Go pszczółka ugryzła. Jak go pszczółka ugryzła, to niestety no tam nie wejdę w żaden sposób, tak żeby oni nie zauważyli. Nie ma takiej opcji. Trochę mało tych strzałek mamy. Sobie doróbmy, żebyśmy nie byli niczym to jest właśnie taka przeszkoda, że próbuję przejść, a muszę skakać. Nie ma takiej możliwości, żeby wejść. To zobaczymy, może głową sobą przejdziemy. Nie ma, jest zamknięte przejście. No i jak ja mam teraz ich tu wywabić? Nie ma przejścia między budynkami. Szkoda. No dobra, ale się trochę rozdzielili. Mam inny pomysł, tylko muszę szybciej podejść. Jak się człowiek musi nachodzić i nie ma żadnej gwarancji, że to się uda. Aha, tutaj trzeba to obrobić. No, 30 skór, proszę bardzo. Później to podpalimy, najpierw to załatwmy gości. No, tak z ukrycia nie jest taki precyzyjny, jak widać. Nie zejdziemy na dół. A myślałem, że tu jest jakieś przejście. Nie ma. No i sobie napytałem widy. Nie tak to miało być. A tutaj mogłem tędy przejść. Nie no, coś to jest... No mówiłem, to nie mogę po prostu zrobić tego, co chcę zrobić.
You can't do better than this.
Get back here, coward! Never back down! Give up, Misthios! Time has come!
They're getting away. You again? You're a waste of time. Right here.
Tańczy i tańczy, tylko... To jest aż niemożliwością takie skoki. Dobra, może było to cicho zrobić. Wystarczyło tylko tędy przejść. Znaczy nie do końca. No bo tutaj nic nie ma, można wejść, ale na dół nie można zejść. Czyli mimo wszystko walka i tak była, i tak była. Dobra, gdzie ten ostrakon jest? Tu jeszcze jeden. Aha, spas zapasy wojenne. Gdzie to jest? Niżej, no. Co za cholera? Dobra, chodź normalnie, bo już zaczynamy to.
That should do it. I should let Perykles's contact know.
Nie, jeszcze do góry mamy spalić to, co mamy spalić. No tu nie ma przejść. No, to za budynki budowane, których nie ma przejść do góry. Gdzie te zapasy są w końcu? Tutaj. Dobra, gdzie my musimy wrócić? Tutaj. Raz takie jest podświetlenie, raz takie. Niech się zdecydują w końcu, które ma być daty bieżącego realizowanego zadania. Trochę tak troszeczkę wprowadzające w błąd. Przepraszam, ale jakiś podchorowany jestem. To już dzisiaj będzie moja ostatnia gra. Zobaczymy, jak skończymy, ale raczej chyba tak, bo generalnie mam jeszcze trochę inne rzeczy
You
do
work quickly.
zrobienia.
What are you going to do with them?
Dump them in a well. Ah, it looks like the official has arrived.
I apologize for the delay. There was evidence someone attempted to tamper with the votes. Don't worry. The Ostraka are all accounted for. The votes were counted, and Anaxagoras is to be ostracized.
Be slow to fall into friendship, but once you do, continue firm and constant. It will be more difficult for me now that Anaxagoras must leave Athens. We were quite close, although he and Pericles were much closer. It's strange, Pericles wasn't here today to defend him.
You said you were close.
He was like a mentor to me. Many of my best thoughts came to fruition through our conversations.
Would Pericles normally defend someone?
A good friend? Of course. Yet, Anaxagoras seems pleased with the result. This day has brought more questions than answers.
Who are you?
Ask anyone and they'll tell you Socrates. But a name gives you nothing. Our actions determine who we are, and every action has its pleasures and its price. With that said, then, who do you claim to be?
My name is Alexios.
And still, I don't feel I know you. Perhaps I can find out who you are a different way.
You want to know me?
Knowledge is the one good in this world. Surely you agree?
Of course. Knowledge drives everything I do.
Then we are the same in that way.
Knowledge of when to attack, what weapon to use, or when to use reason instead of violence.
We seem to put our love of knowledge into practice quite differently.
I use it how I need to.
You are clearly someone who would do whatever you feel is necessary. Perhaps for drachmi, or maybe to further a personal goal.
That describes a lot of people.
I suppose I'm curious why you did it. How could I not be when you're the reason my friend is being forced to leave the only home he's ever known?
I did what I was asked to do.
And your needs are greater than those of the man you helped ostracize. Still, you raise a fine point. Who is more responsible? Anaxagoras for getting himself mixed up in this? Or you, for simply sealing his fate?
I'm not responsible for his actions. I have one thing to think about. My own.
Then I hope you also think about today. About Anaxagoras, about choice.
Socrates, there you are.
Here I am.
You're late. They're all waiting for you.
I wish to see Anaxagoras' fate, and so I have. Tell them I'm on my way. Well, it seemed our conversation is at its end. Although I hope it isn't the final one we have.
I wouldn't know. That's everything Pericles wanted. Time to return to him and find out what these Athenians know about my
No,
mother.
tropiciele mnie szukają, więc trzeba by było się im wykupić. Spać. Mamy dużo kasy, mało innych rzeczy. Nie chcę być zaskakiwany przez jakichś gości, którzy będą nas tutaj ścigali. Nieodkryte miejsca to później. Na razie zróbmy główny wątek troszeczkę, żebyśmy podciągnęli. Gdzie mamy iść? Gdzie to jest? Nie, to nie jest to. Zadania, no. Sympozjum, właśnie. Nie podkreśliło mi się i się pogubiłem. Oj, coś mnie dusi, za dużo nie mogę mówić dzisiaj. No i Ancel też tutaj jest.
They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
Zobaczymy, pogramy jeszcze coś dzisiaj tutaj, ale na więcej nie, bo męczy mnie kaszelek i tam te dwa poprzednie podejścia w każdym odcinku trochę polamiłem. Takie mam... Nastraja mnie to, że dzisiaj coś mi nie idzie, więc chcę sobie jeszcze pograć, ale i tak to kiedyś to mówiłem, jak się gra tak, że wiem o tym, że jakaś część ludzi będzie to oglądać, to człowiek się chce więcej postarać niż...
We'll be watching you, Mistios.
Okej, prezydencja.
Alexios, it's you!
Phoebe!
You said you weren't coming back to Kefalonia, so I decided to leave too.
I said I wouldn't be coming back, but I don't remember saying you should leave.
Well, here I am.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe.
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So, you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky. I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. You don't want to scare people in there.
Well... I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't! Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things.
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
No dobra, weźmy się rozbroili,
I
zobaczymy.
feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
No i dobra, chodźmy.
Here, Alexios. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made his grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus. Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
It looks more like a lover's quarrel to me.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies. You should drink more. Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos, If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcybiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Chyba nie. Nagrzani tam chodzą.
Let's not use Alcybiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Mystios like you think of a party like this?
This is going to be a long night. Parties should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your sister said.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
Zadań? Kiedy? Ty nawet nic nie chwyciłem. Dobra, z kim mamy rozmawiać? Tak, specjalnie to ja nie wiem, z kim tutaj rozmawiać.
Yes, you come and talk to this infuriating airbus. I've had my fill. Perhaps later. First, explain to me your point of view.
Thank you for your help, my friend.
Nie, to nie ci są.
Someone's being hurt.
Open this door, or I'll kick it in!
No, don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
You have enough servants. Get them to do it.
Shame. If you change your mind, I promise to pour the oil on you and lick it off.
Z czubami nie mamy do tego. Pokaż jakieś inne rzeczy.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
Spare me. I'm only looking for clues to help me find the Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculus, Xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
So, we get him drunk, and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Impressive, foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right, if nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
You're awfully worked up over Euripides. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with that banal young plaything, Aristophanes, I will never know.
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen. I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
I've come to get your finest dry wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
A new face in Perykles's abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Alexios.
I wouldn't peg you as an Alexios, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
When I need to relax, I start to fight. For you, though,
Quickly, bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
you and Aristophanes could both use a drink. Let's play a game.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Euripides seems quiet, but he never turns down a challenge.
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
To Dionysos.
This is delicious.
This is nectar of the gods. Another round.
How about some more?
Where did you find this delicious wine? It must be Perykles's finest.
You know what they say, good wine makes good friends.
Ready for another?
No, musimy uważać, żeby nam nie padli.
This is the best symposium I've been to in a while.
You know what? I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she would trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
Do dna ukończone. A co możemy jeszcze zrobić z głównego wątku? Aha, mapa świata niedostępna. Nie w okolicy, bo w okolicy nas nie interesuje. A mamy jeszcze jedną osobę, coś tam musimy podejść. No nie, znowu tutaj to... Wydobądź za ten... To znaczy, że musimy jeszcze z tym durniem rozmawiać.
I was just about to come find you. Clearly you were thinking the same thing I was.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Now it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Prostitutes? This is serious.
They don't like being called that, and for good reason. They offer so much more than their bodies.
Such as...
These women are companions, counselors, confidants. Powerful men come to the Etera asking for advice, and value their words more than those of their closest friends and advisors.
Ali! Come back inside!
Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
I znowu nam się wątek rozdziela na kilka rzeczy.
Ah, if it isn't the one who agrees that knowledge is most important.
I think we agreed our use of that knowledge couldn't be more different.
Ah, you remember. Perhaps our conversation can continue.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
If you've been arguing this long and you haven't agreed yet, just give up.
We're discussing the nature of rules. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient, and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
I've seen enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Peryklesa is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving? I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting in battle are different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
I've already had conversations like this with you, Socrates. I'm not in the mood to spend the rest of my night standing here.
I'd never ask you to do such a thing. You said plenty, and I feel I know you even better now.
Go while you still can. Perhaps you've loosened his ears to my point. Aspasia.
Kto to jest? Żona Peryklesa czy córka?
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done.
Socrates is an interesting character.
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Alexios can help. Everyone listens when he talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Alexios will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
I did what I had to, and I do it again. I make no apologies.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
I'd be more comfortable in these clothes if I had a blade in my hand.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I've been searching for a woman named Mirini, my mother. I think she may be in danger, and my search brought me here.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcybiadesa gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Peryklesa to come down here and greet his guests.
No i mamy 3 kolejne wątki. I zobaczymy, co jeszcze nam wpadnie po drodze. Gdzieś tu jest jakieś przejście na górę. Czy muszę skakać po balkonach? Starożytna Grecja i schodów nie ma? Dziwne. Ale niestety prawdziwe. Nie mogę wejść tak. Tak jakbym stracił zdolność. To jest kuchnia. Jak ja mam wejść na górę?
We just got here. We can't leave already.
Mam dotrzeć na górę, jak? Są schody. Bardziej się ich ukryć nie dało.
Alexios!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty. And of course, there were other threats.
So you knew?
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said he was your friend.
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
Anaxagoras understood my fears. 10 years may be a long time, but at least he'll be safe.
Why send Metiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal friends.
My people are important to me.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming. and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to him, Pericles.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members, and I believe her when she says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
Opuść sympozjum. Nie mogę ani skakać, ani nic. Muszę się zachowywać bardzo porządnie.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
Chyba na początek tu
There
pójdziemy.
is a physician in Argolis that may be able to help me.
You're sick? You've never been sick.
No, I'm fine. I just need to talk to him.
Okay, good. It would be weird if you were sick. Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia about Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened, okay?
Okay, thanks. I knew I could count on you.
Phoebe.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
No i dobra.
Bye, Alexios!
Dosyć długo to wszystko trwało w domu Peryklesa, ale trochę żeśmy popchnęli. O! Popchnęliśmy trochę to wszystko do przodu. Zejdźmy z drogi, żeby nas nie przejechali. Co my tu mamy? Jesteśmy w tym miejscu. Zróbmy zadanie, które mamy robić. Chcemy się udać z Hipokratesem. Po pierwsze nie szkodzi. Tam mamy się udać. Też wyspa była bliżej i to jest wyższe zadanie. To było jednak lepsze. To idziemy na 20 na razie. Gdzie to jest? Tu, chaos. Mamy blisko do niej, a ja bym chciał może zobaczyć, co się da zmienić. Co, nie ma żadnej kuźni? Tutaj w pobliżu jest kuźnia. Jesteśmy blisko kuźni, pójdziemy najpierw do kuźni. Bo trzeba byłoby się troszeczkę przezbroić. Ile się da? Nie no, to są... potem przeniesiemy się na wyspę. I na tym zakończymy dzisiejszą opowieść. Muszę trochę się podkurować, coś mi gardełko boli, drapie. Jakieś tableteczki do ssania, wapno. Trochę wygrzejemy. Oglądam taki polski serial, co leciał. I go nagrałem sobie, bo nie miałem czasu oglądać. Nazywa się Royst. Wczoraj obejrzałem 2 odcinki, no nawet nieźle, no nie jest to taki do końca mój klimat, ale... Aha, zaraz, to my tak biegamy, a nie mamy... Mieliśmy przyjść tutaj do... Tutaj kuźnia, przybiegłem kuźnie. Z tego wszystkiego. Okej. Na razie zobaczmy, co facet ma. 21, nawet nie wiem, czy my nie mamy, ale nic, na 22 zwykły sztylet to nie będziemy na razie brać. No niestety, ale gościu nie ma nic, co by nas satysfakcjonowało. To może coś sprzedamy. Pancerz jest trochę wyższy, to chyba ten pancerz już zamienimy. Tutaj też trochę wyżej. Coś trochę pozmieniamy. To nam nic nie daje. Na 20 z 22. On ma 21 do sprzedania. No zobaczymy, może coś kupimy. Dobra, no jest tutaj trochę lepiej. Tutaj też jest trochę lepiej. Tam nie mamy niestety tyle. By to trochę podnieść. Wszystko zdrowie nam podnosi. Tak, nie używamy tak tego. Dobra. Nie to. Mamy rozmawiać z gościem. Najpierw sprzedajmy to, co jest nam niepotrzebne. Dobra. Teraz popatrzmy. 21. 3000. Wszystko jest za słabe. Drugi. Ulepszenie nie idzie w parze za tym wszystkim. Dużo korzystam z łuku, to sobie ten łuk jednak mimo wszystko ulepszę. Będę ulepszał. Nie mam takiej kasiory. Dobra, to wszystko. Dobrze, idziemy na tą wyspę. Chaos. Na spotkanie z panią piratką. Ale już mamy prawie godzinę grania. Więcej tu było gadania, no ale żeby zobaczyć, jak akcja, główny wątek się idzie, niestety na początku dosyć tak dynamicznie, że teraz się rozwarstwia. Mieliśmy 3 zadania, teraz znowu następne 3 miejsca, do których musimy pojechać, żeby każdy sprawdzić i potem z powrotem wrócić i dopiero znowu, no, coś musi się wikłać. Opowieść musi iść do przodu. Cel blisko, ale to... Nawet bliżej niż myślimy, bo dokładnie jest chyba w środku. Dokładnie jest w środku. Ale nie zaczynamy nowego wątku, bo to za długo będzie wszystko trwało. Mamy też i kowala, którego sobie zaznaczymy. żeby zobaczyć, może coś u Kowala zmienimy, ale tak zostawimy. Od tego momentu potem zaczniemy, ale to już nie dzisiaj. Dzisiaj bardzo dziękuję za wspólną zabawę. Zapraszam na kolejne odcinki, do których przysiądę dopiero jutro. Choroba niestety trochę daje znać i jest to kiepsko. Jeszcze raz proszę na zakończenie, proszę o to, żeby dać mi jakieś sygnały, podoba się, nie podoba. Ostatnio piękne sygnały dostałem, że fajny kanał. Ja wiem o tym, że trzeba nad tym jeszcze popracować, ale też proszę innych, to co oglądają, o ich wyrażenie ich zdania. Co można lepiej zrobić, co się podoba. To jest zawsze dla twórcy takiego. Twórcy. Przez małe T, bo ja tu nic nie tworzę, tylko pokazuję jak gram, a w większości dzisiejsze dwie pierwsze odsłony dzisiejszego grania to takie lamienie, że naprawdę dodatkowo jeszcze choroba to potęguje, że nie się coś dowiedzieć. Dziękuję bardzo i na tym kończę.